I need him to be crazy. That's my crazy boy.
Last one.
Woo! Glad I'll never be 30. You're not gonna Karen me. Good morning. I'm so tired. I did wake up at 6 a.m. Right now it's 10:30 a.m. on Friday, January 24th. I did wake up at 6 a.m. Well, more like 5:30 because I had a meeting with all my clients, but then none of them showed up, which is fair. It was 6 a.m. And I did that time to try to give my international clients a chance to go, but I think I'm just gonna ask them all if they want me to reschedule for Sunday or something. With that being said, I was gonna do my check-in, but I was so tired because we helped our friend move last night. So I was like, fuck this. I'm going back to bed. But I did eat before I went to bed, which I try not to do before I do my check-in. So I did weigh myself yesterday and I was 157.6. So I'm just gonna take whatever the lowest weight is. If right now I don't weigh that, then I'm just gonna say I weigh that because I ate this morning, or we'll see what this says. Okay, not bad for drinking water and eating, but I'm gonna go with what I had yesterday. I'm gonna bleach my hair and then I'm gonna do my check-in. I should do it completely flat, but I look like shit. I want to bleach my hair. So I'm gonna do what I want. I lied. I'm just gonna do my check-in now, and then I'll bleach my hair and stuff. He's already seen me look like shit. You guys see me look like shit, so it'll be fine. All right, let's do this check-in. This posing is exhausting. I think I need more depth in my legs and my side profile ones. I'm gonna send this in, send my check-in in, bleach my hair, and hopefully by the time I'm done bleaching my hair and getting ready to go to lunch with Mackenzie, I'm sure he will have written me back because that man writes me back like he's just always at his computer waiting for an email. Okay, I need you guys to hear my husband for a second, okay? We're going to our first rave, and what did you want to wear for pants?
Rippy jeans.
Rippy jeans. Rippy jeans. This is a 30-year-old man who always refers to ripped jeans,
Rippy jeans.
as rippy jeans.
They're rippy jeans. I don't know what to tell you.
Anyways, and what else? And your rippy jeans, and what else?
I'll describe it because I don't know how to describe it. Everything hurts.
It's what turning 30 gets you. Glad I'll never be 30. You know, Tiffany and Megan are gonna be over here later. Let's let them help you pick out your, because I don't know what you're supposed to wear.
That's what I was thinking.
He has a million options because he never cleans out his closet. Oh, look how long my legs are. Okay, I really gotta get going. I got so much to do today. Lunch date. First time, kind of nervous. I got salmon, shrimp, veggies, and white rice. She got chicken and rice. As always. We're at our favorite place, Sephora. Also, if you guys notice boogers in my nose this whole vlog, it's because of the fucking flu, okay? I'm still getting over it, and I just perpetually have dried boogers in my nose now, and it's annoying. And we're gonna go get stuff we don't need.
Oh, I need it because this foundation is...
She literally has every foundation known to man. She changes her foundation. I feel like most girls know what foundation they should use, and maybe they just change their winter and summer shades. Not this bitch. She's constantly just changing foundations. I'm going to my first rave tonight, so I'm about to try on a bunch of outfits and see what I like best, but I'm documenting that for my other socials, so you guys are probably have already seen it, but if you're curious about it, I'll show you guys the final one. If you're curious about it, today's the 24th. It's Friday, January 24th, so go look at my Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or something from that day. All right, I'm gonna go try all these on. I forgot to show you guys my final look. vlog. Say hi.
Yay!
I was talking about you yesterday. Actually, come here. For the record, if you watched last week's vlog, this is Becca, who I surprisingly fit in her fucking sweatshirt yesterday.
Actually, it was big on you.
If you can make sense of that.
You're my size, so we're the same size, except you got more booty.
Me and Caleb did our first rave. Caleb?
Love you.
I know we did our first rave.
Hey, we did our first rave.
Hey.
Woo!
I was way too sober.
You guys were up on the stage dancing your faces off. I loved it.
It was fun. Guys, look it. I didn't get to show you, but I have sparkly mascara on. We survived our first rave.
Barely. I'm going through it this morning.
Mostly because we slept on an air mattress.
I didn't even know it was an air mattress.
Yeah, Caleb didn't realize it was an air
That
mattress.
is tall. It's like fucking 2.5 feet tall.
Yeah, it doesn't look like an air mattress.
I thought it was an actual like spring bed.
No, that shit was deflating. We're going to breakfast right now. It's 12 p.m. Don't worry, the dogs are taken care of.
They better still have fucking breakfast right now.
It was fun. My neck either hurts because I think I headbanged a lot,
A lot. So much.
or the air mattress, or a combination of the two. Yeah, I think we're hooked. I think we're ravers now. No, I can't be doing that all the time, but maybe a couple times a year. We might discuss going to some festivals where we stay the night. But we're glamping because we're bougie.
We're bougie.
We're not.
Yeah, there's no fucking way I'm sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, and I'm not
Fucking do it.
I'm not pissing in a portable toilet that Becca showed us.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I have this like pop-up toilet," and I was like, "Absolutely the fuck not."
Yeah. I guess we'll figure out if we might be just go to a ravers. We might not be go to festival ravers. That's to be determined. We might be too bougie to do all that. Liam said that Lost Lands is from Thursday to Sunday, and I was like, I can't do that. I can do 2 days max.
That's like most of them though. Most of them are like 4 days.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't do that. 2 days. I can do 2. I can do a Friday and a Saturday. Okay, goodbye, guys. Morning. Alright, it's Sunday, January 26th. We had friends over last night as like a recovery night from the rave. Then I drank too much, and then we got in the hot tub, and I felt like I was gonna die, and then I put myself to sleep. I was like, Guys, me and Kayla are about to go look at a house. Well, we're gonna go look at the house that we really liked again in the daytime because we didn't really get to see the neighborhood or anything because it was too dark. We really liked it. We would like to put an offer in on it. We can't quite put an offer on it yet because I'm waiting for tax stuff from my socials, and then we need to file, and then we need to get it back before we can put a offer in, because my business needs to be on our taxes for 2 years before my income count. This house has been on the market for a few months, so I'm hopeful it won't go anywhere. We'll see. I'll show you guys what it looks like in the daytime. Baby, I'm gonna get your toy. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Where are you going? Huh? I'm gonna get you. Grr. 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 I'm gonna get you. Good morning. It's Monday, January 27th. Yesterday was a recovery day for me. Let me tell you, I worked a bit, but nothing exciting, nothing to report. Actually, one thing to report is me and Caleb re-looked at that house that we want. That's been on the market for almost a year now. And we were like, yep, we want it, but we can't put in an offer until we get our tax return back. And we're waiting on some of my W-2s or 1099. I don't know. We're waiting on some of my stuff because I have so many different little sources of income. Only to get a text from our realtor that is a screenshot of a text from another realtor that says, "Good afternoon, Amy. Any word on an offer from your buyers? Just an FYI, we do have an offer that we haven't accepted yet." I told Caleb I don't want to look at any more houses until we're at least until we filed our taxes, because I can't keep getting my hopes up like this. It makes me so angry. There's a possibility about some loan stuff that maybe we can do that hopefully we'll figure out today, but I'm not holding my breath. I don't think I read my check-in email to you guys from Coach Starnes. I said to him, I'm 28 weeks out from show number 1 and 33 weeks out from show number 2. I was 157.6 pounds. Weight loss from last update is 2.4 pounds. I copy and pasted my diet, how strength training and gains are going. I said, great, I'm loving the new strength training routine. The only thing I might have to switch out are bent over machine rows. The machine at the gym has this weird catch thing that I can't figure out how to take off. I need to ask them next time I'm there, but it was busy. Also, I don't like asking anybody anything. I said it, so I'll update you for sure when I know if I have to switch. I said we traveled to Boston for a wedding last week. I ended up getting the flu while we were there, so I was down for a few days, but still feel like I've done pretty good with sticking to my diet when I could. For about 2 days, I did nothing but sleep. I tried to do cardio, but I think my lungs are still a little shot from being sick. So the past couple days, cardio has maybe been about 10 minutes with very little intensity so I could breathe. But overall, I'm feeling great about everything. He said being sick didn't set you back at all. I'm seeing a lot of new fat loss progress here. Everything came in a good bit. Let's keep the setup the same for now. We're in a good spot for 28 weeks out. If you can't do it on that Smith machine, you can do another machine row that hits lats similarly, or even just a regular barbell row done similarly. I might try to find a machine. Well, I like doing bent over rows with the dumbbells. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure that out. All right, I'm going to work a bit. I have a bunch of Slack notifications I need to look at. Goodbye. We have been the sleepiest boy all day. And Mama is concerned. So we're going to the vet. What do you think about that? Okay, I'm getting dressed, but I'm gonna talk while I do it, okay? Billy is on a bunch of different medications for his weird eyes, right? Well, I've told you guys, one of them is called pilocarpine. And this medication, the vet said to me when she gave it to me, make sure only one of you gives him this medication, because if for whatever reason you guys accidentally double dose him, he could die. If he gets into the bottle, he could die. And the medication is for sure going to make him sick. And when that happens, you stop it for 24 hours, go back to the dose that he could tolerate, and then just cruise there until he gets sick again, I guess. Well, he got into the bottle. We saw it last night, but I was like, I don't know, maybe it's fine, because it looked like he just punctured it and we could see the liquid spilled out onto the blanket, so it's not like he like drank it. And he was acting fine, but today all he's done is sleep. It's almost 1:30 p.m. and that dog has done nothing but sleep. And that is not like him. Normally he's a little fucking terrorist. And I'm like, what's happening? Why are you just sleeping all day? Get into something. Be a shithead. I called his vet, who is also a friend of mine, and I told her what happened. She gave me a bunch of like signs of overdose, and he doesn't really have any of those signs except for his heart rate's kind of low, and he's very lethargic. But she said, like, normally if he's overdosed on it, his pupils would be dilated, he would be vomiting, throwing up, have tremors, salivating. He's not doing any of that. He's just super lethargic and his heart rate's kind of low. She said that the like cure reversal for it is atropine. But she said if it'll make me feel better, like bring him in, we could give him a little bit of atropine. That won't do like anything crazy. Maybe he just got enough that it's, you know, he's having a little bit of side effects, but nothing crazy. Like it's not the most extreme side effects. She's like, let me, you know, bring him in. I'll take a look at him. Maybe we'll give him a little atropine. Maybe we do a little blood work. He needs to go to the vet anyways. He had an appointment tomorrow. Well, now he's up and has a toy in his mouth. I'm still gonna bring him. He's not acting. He ain't acting right for me. I need him to be a little bit more crazy, a little bit more, Billy, come on, calm down, okay? I need him to be crazy. That's my crazy boy. We're at the vet. Our favorite place. And we just love this place, so we keep coming back.
I feel like he is having a little bit of AV block. That little space right there.
Making mom worried, spending money. It's all fun.
You feel better? Got no atropine?
Oh yeah.
Listen, you got other stuff that needs to be done to you. You don't need all the treats yet.
Yeah, he's kind of staying between. Yeah, he's staying right kind of around where he was before. Good boy.
Also, I love how I told Alex I was here and she said, what's wrong with Billy?
Oh, she
I didn't tell her
automatically
I was
knew.
here with Billy.
You should. You didn't have to.
Good boy.
That's funny.
Is it scratchy? He's a good boy. Good boy.
Snack.
Goodness.
Oh yeah.
No, okay,
Here,
it's okay.
Got that.
Here, hold on, this is weird. I know, hold on.
What's that?
You want a treat
Treats?
real quick?
A treat?
It's
Good
not
boy.
going.
Good boy, I know. Good boy.
Look at these treats.
Little
This
books.
one too. Look at this one.
Good boy.
Guess who's feeling much better? Who's feeling much better? Huh? Hey. With Crazy Boy. Crazy. Crazy Boy. We're doing just fine now, aren't we? I'm gonna get you. What you got? What you got? I'm gonna get you. He's a crazy boy now. You got them all riled up.
Let me have it. This isn't. I'm not convinced this is a dog toy.
It is a dog toy. I forget when we got it. Lulu said, no, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, boo. All right, guys, welcome to our third workout. I hope everybody is having a happy Wednesday. Coach Sarah has once again created a workout routine for us. I don't really know what we're doing today. I am doing it right alongside you guys. This was a great one.
Thank you.
I enjoyed this, but I hope everybody has a happy Wednesday. I have Vaseline on my lips, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. I think I forgot to tell you guys what the vet actually said about Billy Boy. He was having an AV block, which is a heart thing. His heart was kind of, the beat was irregular and it was low. Something about that kind of medication. One of the side effects can be something like that. And because he's a pity breed, he's maybe a bit more susceptible to it. She was like, his heart rate wasn't so low that she was necessarily worried he needed to be monitored, but it was low. And so she gave him a little bit of atropine, which if you don't know, that helps. It helped both fix his heart rhythm and his rate went up. And she sent me some atropine home because she knows that I can administer it. And we're just gonna see how he does. He did great. When he got home, I showed you guys he was crazy. He is a little more sedate again now. She said to monitor his heart rate, but like when he's sleeping like this, it's kind of okay if it's lower. So I'm gonna rouse him and see if it stays low. And if it does, then I might give him a little bit of that atropine. And then we're just really gonna monitor him. I don't love it. Got a lot of work stuff done. Ended up with a headache. Also didn't want to leave him to go to the gym, so the gym was not it for today. Me and Caleb are looking into meal plan kits because both of us have decided we're tired of cooking. And we're tired of the same meal. Well, you're not tired of your meals, you're just tired of cooking. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let's make this a little thing. So I did something I don't normally do. And I reached out to 3 different meal kit companies, meal plan, meal prep. We want the like already made ones, not the ones you have to make. And I was like, hey, me and my husband, looking for a company to get meals from. Obviously, I'm an influencer, so I can document trying them and give an honest review. And whichever company I like the best, I will work with them. Kind of like a Hunger Games for the meal prep companies, as if they need me. But, you know, a girl can try, you know? HelloFresh did respond. I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, but they responded just to send me. They have a link for influencers to fill out where you're like, hey, I'm pretty cool. I have this many followers. And then they review it. So, and that was the biggest company I reached out to. The other ones, I feel like I have a better chance because they're smaller. We'll see. All right, we're going to chill and then go to bed. And I'm going to try to go to the gym first thing in the morning if Billy Boy is okay. My sweet baby. Good morning. It is January 28th, Tuesday. I am gonna try to get a little bit of house chores done and also pluck my eyebrows before I go to the gym. But I would like to get to the gym maybe before like 2 so I can get the majority of the stuff I need to get done before the afternoon rush. But I've been slacking on house chores. Billy's doing fine. In fact, he had a little spurt of energy this morning, so I was like, no more atropine for you, you little psycho. Yeah, I drank a lot this weekend, which drinking doesn't normally give me diarrhea, but I've been having diarrhea. But I also started my period, and I do get the period poops. It hasn't stopped, and my stomach is so upset. I've been not wanting to eat. I think I said it, but my new ADHD medication, I do think it makes me productive. And I was talking to one of my assistant coaches, Inga, and she was telling me how one of her clients said something about like drinking, and then the scale went up and she was a little unhappy. And Inga said something like, yeah, well, drinking will do that. And then she said something about her client maybe got a little frustrated with her. And Inga was like, I didn't mean to come off as frustrated. She was like, I was just kind of, Inga is very matter of fact. And then I told Inga, I was like, well, I got on new medication. I finally I filmed some lessons months ago. I filmed a bunch of lessons. And I was like, I finally filmed those lessons. I finally edited them and uploaded them. And I'm just gonna send each one of them out once a week. And one of them is like when to weigh yourself, and maybe to tell us like, hey, especially, you know, a lot of them, I tell them, don't go ham on the weekends. They don't listen. And sometimes it is just an occasion thing. And it's like, okay, well, just tell us like, hey, I had a birthday party this weekend, and then let's push your check-in off a couple days. And so I told her, like, I finally uploaded those lessons. I'll make sure to send that one out next week, and maybe that'll be helpful. Because she was like, I just kind of get a little burnt out on Mondays because that's a repeating thing. I was like, I've been productive. She was like, I've noticed. And I was like, you've noticed? And I told her I got the new medication. And I was like, honestly, I have to stop myself every time I finish a task the past like week or two from texting Kyla and be like, I finished something else. Because I'm like, that's the adult thing to do. I'm a business owner. Those are things that I shouldn't be getting done. And Inga was like, no, celebrate your wins. Because Inga's the best coach ever, and she is going to motivate you. Even me. I've always said Inga's clients are some of the most responsive. All of my coaches are great. I've gotten really lucky. But Inga's, I'm like, if Inga ever tried to quit, her clients would find her and duct tape her hands to the keyboard. They'd be like, absolutely not, you're not quitting. Inga could start a cult with her clients, I'm pretty sure. They love her, which I love, you know, obviously. It makes me feel good when I picked a coach that they really like. They just have such a good connection with her. Let's see what he has. What was difficult to bring inside that you were struggling to bring through the door? Oh, a stick. A big old stick, huh? I don't love that in the house. For the purposes of me doing the dishes, I'm gonna let you play with this stick. Okay, you bad boy? Delicious and nutritious. You found another. You said you want to chase me? You. Hey. I got my office buddy today. Extra cuddly this morning. I didn't want to get up and shower, but Caleb used all the hot water, so I was like, well, let me just get up, work for a bit, and then I'll take a shower. I didn't go to the gym yesterday, okay? Fucking sue me. He's so cute. I can't take out. I didn't go to the gym. All I did was work yesterday. I was getting stressed out about editing. I got everything done. I'm trying to figure out the name of this damn song so I can upload this YouTube video for my client. This was a hard one. This workout. If you ever become one of my clients, just know that this workout video that I'm uploading with me and Sarah from January 29th was a bitch. Lots of quad. You mind your business. Yeah. I wish I understood how anything worked, technologically speaking. Billy's like, please shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep. Let me tell you guys my plan today. I'm gonna film a bunch of stuff, and then I have my meeting at 2. And I'm probably gonna film more. Meeting with a friend at 5, because me and my friend Jenny, I'll show you guys Jenny. You guys have met Jenny actually. We're gonna go to the Cheer Choice Awards in April together, and so me and her are gonna plan like hotel logistics and stuff, and then I'm gonna go to the gym after. You know, it's funny, as I was watching the vlog from, must have been sometime mid-October, and I was talking to you guys about a disgruntled client that I had. Well, Kyla just texted me about a client that was having technical issues. She's been a good client too. Anyways, I was telling you guys about a disgruntled client that I had. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, okay? And maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should act like everybody is always happy with my program all the time and it's all fairies and roses, but I'm not gonna do that. Every business has people that don't like their product, don't like whatever, okay? I've had disgruntled customers. I'm gonna be real about that. And the reason I feel like I can be real about that is because I know when I offer in my coaching program, I know that if for whatever reason we don't align and I can see that you have been putting in the effort, like I am a reasonable person. I am a person. I have policies for the contract that people sign, but I am like, if you come to me with the right attitude, you've shown me that you've been trying and we just don't align, like I'm the boss. I make the rules, I make the policies, and I can bend them. And I will, and I have, because in the same video, I was telling you guys about a lady who was disgruntled, but was mean about it. I told you about another lady who had to cancel her contract early because her husband had health issues. I had seen the whole time she was in the program, and it wasn't for long, that she had really been communicative, and she came to me, and also she was willing to comply with the contract that she signed and do the whole cancellation fee. And I said, you know what, no, I'm not gonna charge you all that. I understand life happens. You're already like going through a tough time. You've communicated, you've been nice, you have been an adult. So another lady, I am not a customer is always right person. I'm just not. That's why I'm actually, it's best that I'm my own boss, because I was that same way when I was an employee. I don't deal with people's attitudes. I don't. I'm like, we're gonna talk as human beings. You're gonna treat me like a human being. I'm gonna treat you like a human being, and everything's gonna be fine. Respect and communication goes so far with me. But if you think you're going to treat me like your servant, hell no. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And this lady was like, your app is generic. I'm not getting anything. She, by the way, been in the program a month, never responded to any of our messages once. And we message them. I send out lessons. I do send out broadcasts. They also get reminders about their check-ins, but also either me personally or their assigned coach, if I'm not their coach personally, and still me personally, will send them all individual messages every single week. And if you're responsive, then we're gonna send you more, because we're gonna respond to you. We could be talking daily. If you are responsive, there is a two-way street when it comes to any relationship, but a coach and a client, the client has to be communicative and the coach has to communicate back. She had not communicated at all, and then had the audacity to be like, nothing is personalized, I want you to stop charging me. And I was like, well, you're not gonna insult my app after you didn't participate. I didn't say it like that. I said, hey, why don't you try participating? Like, it is personalized, but we need to get to know you. She didn't respond. And also, we like to make sure that, okay, if you're going to cancel, I just want to remind you of the cancellation fee. I don't have to do that. We do that as a courtesy. I assume if you agreed to a contract, you're an adult, you're going to look at it, but I have learned that's not the case, so that's why I do that as a courtesy. And she threatened legal action, and I was like, you're not going to Karen me. You're not going to Karen me, because I'll win that game. I'm petty. I encourage it. You're about to see. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. And so I was like, okay, Kyla, I'm gonna give her 24 hours to respond to my message, just confirming that she sees the cancellation thing. Even though she said, I don't authorize you to charge anymore. It doesn't matter, you signed a contract. She didn't respond in 24 hours, so I said, okay, I'm gonna cancel you. I canceled her, charged her, she emailed me, again, threatened legal action. And so I sent the pettiest email, and I feel good about it. I'm a very nice person, you guys. I am, you guys see it. That's genuinely me. But I am also genuinely very petty if you really piss me off enough. I'm a human being. I even sent her terms and conditions, and I said, I'm gonna make it easy for you to give to any legal representation. Here's your terms and conditions. I look forward to hearing from you and any lawyer you want to involve in this. She never emailed me back. It makes me sad because I'm like, hey, I know that we could help you. I know. That's how confident I am in my program. I know if people use us and communicate the way that they need to and communicate their needs and their struggles and all of that, I know we can help them. And I also know that if we can't, for whatever reason we can't, we have the integrity to say, hey, I think this option might be better for you, which we can't provide. And then I will work with them about, like, how do we break this contract in a way that makes sense and neither one of us is getting the shit end of the stick. I think some people think if you bully enough, I guess, you're gonna get your way. And I think that unfortunately they have been allowed to do that far too often in their life, that it's a pattern that they think they're gonna get away with forever. And then they meet me and they realize that's not how it works. I remember I had a boss one time that didn't like something I did. He started coming up. It was a very small thing. It was a miscommunication. It was when I was at the morgue. Miscommunication between him, the drivers, me. Like it wasn't that I wasn't at fault. I was partially at fault. But he came at me real hot to start because because he was a hothead and everybody else in that place allowed him to talk to him like that. I was the lowest person on the totem pole, so we really thought he could talk to me like that. And I said, hey, change your tone. Talk to me like a human being. You're not gonna talk to me like that. And he did. Like that, he changed his tone. Cause that's how you communicate. You don't just try to steamroll people. And so Coach Lily and Coach Inga have been with me for a year, and I have been avoiding telling Inga, like, hey, we gotta set up a date for your annual review because I knew she was gonna freak out. She sent me this emoji. My mom sent a text complaining about a lady, but she accidentally sent it to the lady. Mother, I need you to answer me. I like when people online tell me I'm conceited or shallow. I'm like, good, I'm glad you think that. I'd rather you think I'm conceited or shallow than to be like, man, that girl hates herself. Some man commented on a picture of me and Caleb and just said, I knew it. What does that mean? It's weird on Facebook how things blow up sometimes. Like, well, I guess I posted that not very long ago. Posted a video like 4 days ago and it's blowing up right now. Like overnight it blew up. All the different celebrities people compare me to, I think is funny. I get Jada, I get Amber Rose is number one, that's who I get the most, and then probably Jada. Occasionally I get Doja Cat. I've gotten, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Sinead O'Connor. Flavor Flav's ex-girlfriend is one of them. I cannot bring myself to comment on people's looks online. I just don't think it makes me feel icky. Even like when they're insulting me, there's a lot of people who will like say mean things about how I look, and then I want to look at them and be like, you know, I can see what you look like, right? I don't do that. I don't do it. I want to. There's a lot of creators that do, and those videos get a lot of traction because it's somewhat rage bait. You know, just their kind of mean personality is enough to rag on. But man, it's a principle thing to me at this point that I won't do it. I'm confident enough in my looks, I don't need to put somebody else's down. Not that I think that's what those other creators do, it's just that's how I feel about it personally, but man, sometimes I want to. Although sometimes, a lot of the time actually, my followers do it for me. Not that I tell them to, they just do. I'm telling you, these people who want to comment on my looks, I'm not gonna put that negativity into the world, but yeah, do I want to sometimes? Because they deserve to get called out. He said, at least you have self-confidence, but you might need to get glasses, sir. I wish I could show you guys what he looks like. All right, I gotta stop reading these comments. I got other shit to do. Now, I just posted a story, which usually when things go viral, I'll post a story with my link on it. But when things go viral on Facebook, I get the hate comments. I still get very nice comments, but I get the hate comments. And it's just so funny because I'm just like, if it was my niche, because there's a lot of men that are like, you're a bad, it's because it's when I said like, people say that I'm a baddie now that I've lost weight, but I've always been a baddie. And so there's, a shit ton of men that are hideous, that are like, you're not even a baddie now. Blah, blah, blah. And I just wish, those videos of people when guys insult them and they literally just put their photo. I won't do it. I won't comment on other people's looks that way. Even women, I've even had some women in the comments do it. Not a single one of them holds a candle to me. And I just am like, you deserve to get called out, but I'm not gonna do it. Not for your looks anyways. My followers are doing it already, so it doesn't really matter. Why is this dog so tired? Say hi.
Hi. Need anything?
No. Billy wants a kiss. I give you a kiss. We were talking earlier about the celebrities people compare me to, and I couldn't think of one of them, and somebody just commented it. Susan Powder. I honestly still don't know who she is, but I've gotten it a few times, and I've looked her up. Also, I'm not going to dinner with Jenny. She had a family thing. We are going to FaceTime later, though. My meeting with Gigi went good. I posted a video. I'm about to work a little more, start meal prepping, and then I need to film before I go to the gym. So I'm going to do that and then go to the gym. I'm going to the gym. Also, my Botox is starting to... Well, actually, it's not wearing off. I need a little bit of expression, okay? I'm trying to FaceTime my mom. Mother, answer me. How dare she? Answer me. Wow. She hates me. Okay, well, let me tell you guys what she did. So when she calls back, you guys have the context. I would pass away. I would quit my job. She texted me this morning. She has this girl at work. Hopefully, I guess this lady doesn't watch my vlogs, but they're not that popular, so I'm assuming that she won't. She might not even know who I am. My mom sent me this text, right? She said, Mel is driving me fucking nuts today. It's like some days she wakes up manic and won't leave me alone, and when I don't respond, she fucking calls me on my cell phone. And then she said, look at this text. And then she said, I sent it to Mel by mistake. I said, OMG, Mom, you sent it to her? She said, yes. Fuck, LOL. I said, oh my God. She said, but she drives me nuts frequently. I do feel bad though. I told her I'm sorry and that I didn't feel good today and to please forgive me. She said, and we have a meeting today at 3, just me and her. Awkward. And so I'm calling her to figure out how the meeting went. She sent me a screenshot. So this girl is literally just a coworker. It wasn't like her boss or anything, but still. So she sent me a screenshot of what she replied. She said, really? Thanks. And my mom said, oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm cringing. Just don't worry, won't do it again. Mom said, I'm truly sorry. I just don't feel good today. Please forgive me. And she said, I did not call because you did not answer me in chat. I am manic. Nice. Okay, let's call. Mom called me back. Let's call her again.
Oh boy, I'm having a crisis.
You're having a crisis.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
No, I want to know how that meeting went.
Okay, no, I'm having a crisis with the car.
Oh.
Okay, so I went into the meeting and she had our boss in there with her. And I'm like, oh, slick. Because our boss already knew what happened. Because
Wait, you guys have the same boss, or you don't have the same boss?
Yeah, we do. And remember I said right after it happened, I went into a meeting with my boss and I'm like, oh, you'll never guess what fucking happened. And I told her, remember?
Yes.
So when I get to the meeting with Melanie at 3:00, our boss is in there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh, well, did she tell on me? And if she did, our boss doesn't care. She already said she doesn't give a shit. No, Melanie brought her in the meeting. So her and Caitlin's our boss. Melanie and Caitlin were in the meeting. And they were talking about a FCC complaint. So Melanie must have asked her to come in to talk to her about a complaint, which has never happened. So I'm like, oh, she's doing that to avoid conflict. Cool. So I'm letting them talk. Caitlin already knows. Caitlin probably knew too, right? Nobody mentioned nothing. They're talking about their case. I'm typing my letters. And then eventually Caitlin left. And I'm like, don't leave. But she left about half an hour in. So I just looked at Mel. I'm like, Mel, we have a lot to do. So, we have to do it. But I just want to say I'm sincerely sorry about what happened this morning. I really am. I hope you forgive me. You're my friend. And I didn't mean it. I don't feel good. So please forgive me. And she said, yes, I do forgive you. And it's okay. And I'm sorry too. That was it, bro.
All right.
I'm like, cool. And at the very least, I know she's going to never forget it. I mean, it was pretty bad.
That was terrible.
I don't even know how she can be nice to me. But I know she's going to never forget it. And at the very least, guess what? She might stop bugging me so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, it could have gone any way. I am totally not surprised she asked Caitlin to come in the meeting. I didn't know what she was going to say when I apologized. But she accepted my apology and she apologized back. And I don't know what she's apologizing for, except for maybe she realizes she needs to back off. Or maybe not. Maybe she's faking it too. I don't fucking know. I bet she won't call me tonight though. And then, before we left the meeting, after we wrote some letters, we talked about a couple, complaints. And then we just talked like we normally do. She was telling me that Julie is a pain in the ass. And she was talking about her cruise that she's going on. And it was just like nothing ever happened. And that was totally fake on my end. I don't know if it was fake on her end. I don't fucking know. But I'll tell you what. When I was typing to Callie to tell her what happened, I looked up at the name 3 times to make sure I was typing to the right person. See, I won't make that mistake again either. See? What a day. Maybe I shouldn't fucking talk about people and then I wouldn't have this issue. How's that?
Yeah, quit being a shit talker and you wouldn't have that issue.
I really was. Like, I just went on I was so pissed at that moment.
That was literally the worst. That message could not have been any meaner. Like, it could have been so much better if you had just said, Melanie is really bothering me today. Like, if that had just been it, but that's not. You went on a whole tangent.
Listen, it was about 10:30 that this happened. It was right about 10:15. So from 7:30 till 10:15, she never stopped messaging me and bugging me and bugging me. And she even said at one point, oh, am I bugging you? And 10 minutes later, I responded, I just wrote LOL. Like, you're not getting it. I'm not answering you. And after a while, after not answering her, she called me on my cell phone, which she does all the time now when we're at work. And I'm And I don't like to get to work and just immediately get fucking bombarded. And she did. And it was just like a little kid, like bugging you. I just snapped. And I had to vent to someone. That was just a rough person. The minute she replied back immediately to me, she was like, "Oh, really? Thanks." And I'm like, "Oh no." And then I'm like, "Can I recall it? What can I do?" And at that point, I was just like, "Fuck, there's nothing I can do."
There, nothing you can do.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't usually tell people I'm sorry. And I definitely don't say, "I'm sincerely sorry for what I said. Please forgive me." Dude, I never fucking say that to anyone. So at least she's lucky I said that. Have you ever heard me say that? No, I don't say it. You guys make fun of me because I don't say it. And I said it to her, and I hope she's happy.
All right, I gotta let you go.
I love you. Thanks for listening to my rant.
Thanks for updating us.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Gigi texted me and she said, "Okay, can you actually block out an hour for next week's meeting? Marquise, our market lead, wants to join and get some FaceTime with the top coaches." And I said, "Did you just call me a top coach?" And she said, "Ha ha ha, yes ma'am." All the shit I give her for not wanting to hear numbers. But you know what? It works, okay? Because I've been this way this whole time. I hate hearing numbers. All right. Jenny is about to give me a little phone call, and I am going to meal prep while we talk on the phone. All right. Me and Jenny are going to the Cheer Choice Awards in April, and we figured out where we're going to stay and all the logistics stuff. I'm so tired. And I'm like, do I go to the gym tired or do I I think I'm going to not go to the gym. I know. I'm not arguing with you guys about this, okay? I'm meal prepping the turkey meal prep right now. I think I'm gonna take tonight, get work stuff done, go to bed early-ish at a decent time, hopefully by 9. And then I can wake up early and go to the gym. Yeah, because I have to wake up early and do it. We're off on an adventure. What is the adventure, you might ask? I wanted a sweet treat. And Caleb agreed. He's getting a sweet treat. He's gonna get something. Sir?
Ma'am?
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
You said, I don't need a sweet treat. I already got you.
Okay. You don't get brownie points with them.
I'm not getting a brownie either.
Yeah, that's right. You're not getting this brownie. Or this cookie.
How about the cake, though?
Okay. Definitely not that. Mm-mm. Sweet treat. I wonder if these are any good. Also, Travis said he wanted ice cream. Just one of those. You want to send him a picture? I didn't bring my phone in here. Okay, what do I want? Is Mr. not getting?
I don't want it. I'm looking at it. 'Cause I've never seen this.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. I kind of want a honey bun, I think. They're 2 for $4. Will you be my Valentine?
No. I'm busy.
I think whichever one has less calories is what I'll get. This says 480. This is actually what I really want. I'm getting this. We got this for Travis, this for me, with this. And then supposedly this is not Caleb's. I'm gonna bring it upstairs to Travis.
Huh?
Because this
Oh, no, you
is
said you didn't want it. So I was gonna take it. I got it for Travis, but
That's crazy.
Dude, I've eaten on my diet for like a day and a half. I deserve this.
Yeah, you right. I got my milk and my honey bun. I can feel the bellyache coming. Sometimes I need this reminder that this makes my fucking stomach hurt. Eating these. Billy, I'm trying to talk. For me, dumping syndrome happens when I eat really a dense amount of high sugary foods. And sometimes I just need that reminder that it in fact hurts a lot and it wasn't worth it. I'll update when full dumping syndrome is in effect. For me, dumping syndrome is just like painful, like stomach pains. Sometimes it's been diarrhea, but I feel like that was more so right after surgery. I feel like either I've learned my lesson so I haven't done it that often to cause that, or it just doesn't do that anymore, but it does give me a bellyache. Sweet old lady, can't get too close. She'll freak out. You freak out. I love you, old girl. Lumpy, bumpy old lady. And to end the night, Billy thinks that he's gonna bring a whole tree into my house. Billy, it's bedtime. Hey, it's bedtime. I'm coming for that. Don't you dare, you little shit. You're such a little shithead. Sit. 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 He's like, don't take it. Don't take it. All right, now that we're done with that, you silly boy, it's time for eye meds. And then we're gonna go to sleep. Good boy. Good boy. One down. Good boy. Who's the goodest boy? Not you. Not you. You're the devil. You're a demon boy. You're a demon boy. Set to constantly test mama patience. We're going to bed and we're going to get up first thing in the morning and go to the gym. Right, Billster? Billy boy? Billy said, right. Right, it is Thursday, January 30th. I just had my performance review with Coach Inga because she has been with me for a year. That went great. Inga's amazing. And then I'm about to have my weekly meeting with Kyla. Hello. Hey. I sound so excited. Yeah. Billy. Oh, he also turned off the camera. Okay.
I was like, I can't see you. I don't know if it's on my end or...
No, it's Billy, of course.
Anyway, I'm sure.
nasty. Finally going to the gym. Whoop whoop. Caleb hasn't been in about 2 years.
Wow, way to call me out.
I'm reintroducing him. I'm gonna be like, he did not die, guys. He been around. You know, he just getting that big boy degree right now from Berkeley. And they'll be like, oh, does he go to Berkeley? Has he just not been in the state?
He goes to California. That's why he's never here.
And I'll be like, no, he does it online. He just chooses not to come here.
Okay.
No, but we're going to the gym. I think I have chest, tris, and light delts. Mackenzie's joining us. Mackenzie hasn't been to the gym, and I think about, damn, that's a big possum. Holy shit. Mackenzie, I think, hasn't been in about 20 years, so.
I'm just gonna call everybody out.
She's got Caleb beat. Actually, she goes to Planet. She does go to Planet Fitness. And then we're getting dinner after with Mackenzie because she's got to go to Ohio this weekend because her mom's having a procedure done. All I did was finish work today and film a bunch of shit and then had to shake off the ick of being a salesperson. I probably won't be able to film a lot of my workout because we're going to the gym at 6 p.m. and it's going to be fucking mobbed. Anyways, maybe see you guys at the gym. At the gym. Working chest, triceps, and light delts today. The gang's all here.
I'll put the weight on.
Hey. It's just like old times. Caleb's angry because he wants to hurry up and get food. And Mackenzie needs to take pictures in the mirror. I'm making Caleb get the truck for me. Ah, don't throw it at me!
Come here.
Lulu said I want no part of it. Uh-oh.
Come here.
I'm realizing I forgot to end the last vlog, so it's now Friday morning And if you guys want to see my check-in, you gotta go to the next vlog, okay? Have a good week.